Hi guys, Danny here, and welcome to my playworld. Now I'm gonna do a speed run of what I've changed because I feel I spend way too much time on it, nearly like half the episodes. So okay, here we go. I got myself more jars. I filled up more of the jars with the fire aspect, which is good for a couple of things. Number one, for the Essentia engine, each one of these jars holds 64 essence, which would be like 64 coal for the Essentia engine. So I'm really excited for that. You can also use the herba. Now, what I did to get the fire aspect, just the fire aspect, is smelt some netherrack. Netherrack by itself has like, it has the fire aspect, and it has like the earth aspect and stone aspect, I think. But if you smelt it into nether bricks only has the fire aspect. So I just smelt all of my nether bricks, and then I threw it in here, and boom. Nothing but the fire aspect, which is perfect for me. Okay. I want to start with Thaumcraft. I did a lot of Thaumcraft, and I unlocked a lot of different cool things. You can just see how many of the shards I have from my ore system, from the whole 3 shards from 1 ore thing. Okay, as you can see here, I've unlocked a lot of the research, and I've started getting research from the extra mods like the thermic exploration, and that's also thermic exploration. That's from advanced thaumaturgy, and I want to start on those guys. I'm really excited for the seal of chest binding. That'll be handy as well. Got myself a lot of golems, and I unlocked the dynamism chest. I didn't even know that. That probably could have come in handy. Never mind. And for that reason, I'll need to make the infusion altar again, but I can't because I need to. Oops! Oh no! Don't go away! Come back here. Okay. I unlocked the skill that lets me befriend the light mage, and for some reason I updated open blocks, and now the elevators don't work, which makes me very sad. And if you see my bottom right hand corner, you could see that I occasionally get concentrated berry essence. That's because I have a little setup, and that I'm using the block from thermal expansion that imitates my right click. So for that reason, that mod, I think it's NEI, it's thinking that I am the one who's getting the items, and for that, every time I get some concentrated berries, it shows up on my little screen. What I want to do in this episode is something to do with Witchery. I'm going to do the final circle magic, the final good circle magic. I want to get myself an owl familiar. And for that reason, I need the space. I keep on getting those berry essence. Those berry essence I got over the past couple of episodes. Those are the ones that give experience. I double fenced my animal and the plants over there. That's because I started using golems. And Hecats can kill golems, and because they can fly, they can go over fences. And if you double fence things, then it shouldn't. However, my golems here have been killed twice, and for that reason I have to think of a way to protect them. I might get like an iron golem or something, just to protect my golems. But it's fine because I have enough canola and sugar canes to, do the thing. You guys also might have wondered why I have the dryad there. That is because the dryad occasionally speeds up the growth of plants, and that's always a good thing. And you can see the spellbook I have is the arcane spellbook. That's because I finally managed to find a way to kill the arcane guardian really quickly. Basically what I did was I spent all of the power from one of my spring coil, the industrial coil, to power up my gravel gun. And this was around 3000 kilojoules before. It's now around 2700. And it deals a lot of damage. Plus I got myself a lot of different spells as well, like flames. The chi is just a mana drain, which is perfect for the arcane guardian because it has a lot of mana. The summoning the creeper is surprisingly handy because it drains the mana from the arcane guardian and really weakens it. I also got myself a couple of chandeliers to light up the place. Oh no, sorry, not to light up the place, but to stop monsters from spawning. Because I have this. If you guys saw the newest episode of Direwolf's, I think it's not his Forgecraft, it's just his single player series. He set up a little system like this. Now mine is the updated version of that because his one was handy, but I made it smaller. I made it more compact, and you can see how fast it's actually going. What I did was, the guys are there. What are they called again? The autonomous activators are still there, but instead of transferring the berries into another one and then letting it activate the berries, I just let the berries get activated by the same activator that picks the berries, and then I have a vacuum hopper there, so it's just the one vacuum hopper that's doing its thing. I also have another one here that has a watering can, and the watering can really speeds up the process of how quickly the essence berry bushes grow their berries. You guys probably noticed on the right hand of my corner. You can see it there as well. Really, really quickly. Oh, and this place is actually really dark. As always, I have the helmet, and that makes everything look brighter, but you guys can actually notice how quickly I'm getting those berries, and how quickly I'm filling this up. I extended the tank just over there, and now all I need to do is stand over this XP drain. I can put it in there, and I changed this like I said I would. I got a barrel there, a quantum barrel. It can hold, I think, 8,000 stacks of any item, and I'm just storing canola in there. You can see all the lubricants are full. I was thinking of putting another grinder, but what I decided to do was just have some canola with the ores here. So occasionally the canola gets turned into lubricant, which I have piped directly to the hydrokinetic engines, and I just have these glasses stopping the water flow to preserve the lubricant while I'm not using it. I turned off my boring machine. Oh, I also actually, I'll show you guys how that works. So yeah, as the hydrokinetic engine uses up the lubricant, it just drains from the grinder. Another thing is, I was actually planning to transfer the power another way. Now let's see, rotary craft. Reika had added new blocks, if I can find it. It's called like the shaft bus. There you go. The shaft bus and the shaft bus controller. They basically work exactly like the where is it? The item, not the grinder. You know the machine that divides energy up. It's basically that, but it can divide larger amounts of energy. So if you were using one of the highest tier engines to produce energy, you could use that to really divide up the energy amongst different machines. But I was using that, but it didn't work very well because it absolutely guzzles up lubricant way more than I produced. So I thought, no, I can't have that. So I decided just to scrap it and to use this method. Did I already mention that? I think I might have already mentioned that in the last episode. Never mind. So yeah, what happens is the machine sucks the items from the chest into the grinder, like before, into the chest. But like I said, I changed it, so now I'm just using a golem. And over there I have a grate, so the golem doesn't fall in. And let's see if I can just test this. I should have... there you go, I'll just take that golden ore berry, like that. And the golem goes up there, puts it down there. And I have some of these jars full of ignis, and it just processes it. And the experience gets drained into that pipe, into the tank, which is really filling up, and I'm really happy about that. And I upgraded, the golem here has empty, and it also has a speed upgrade, because the stone golems are naturally slow, and I did not like that. So yeah, I explained how the essence bushes work. Really handy. You can see how much I'm getting of those, how much essence I'm getting from those guys. Absolutely incredible, especially with the watering can. Okay, now, like I said, the elevators aren't working, so I'm kind of sad. I don't want to go back to the previous version of open blocks, because, oh, there you go. Because, I have no idea how to get out without the creeper blowing up. Just have to wing it. The function where, well, not the function, the you guys might have watched in Direwolf's videos that he can just click the tank in the open blocks and the experience gets drained like that. and that's only in the newest version, but in the newest version the elevator seems to be broken at times. Okay, it's still not working. Don't mind the lag. It's just cause these places are, you know, I have a lot of items there, and especially with the new extra utilities, the pre-release version, it makes the game a bit slower. It was actually working quite well without the pre-release, but I really liked the engines from there, so I decided not to go back to the previous version. I also have an enchantment table surrounded by books, because I decided to enchant my boring machine. Okay, here we go. Now, I could have... whoa, giant slimes. This is like a perfect place to harvest slimes. It's like the second time I saw those slimes. You can see that the boring machine has efficiency. I was thinking of putting Silk Touch, but, you know, Silk Touch is difficult to get, and efficiency really cuts down the time, the operation time. Normally, without the efficiency 2, it was taking around 30 seconds to, you know, cut down one layer of blocks, but with the efficiency it really cut down the time. I know it says 21 seconds there, but it's actually around 14. I don't know, it only shows that when you turn it on. Okay, let me just kill this guy and I'll show you guys. Could probably do for some slime balls anyways, especially with the thing that gives me more items from the thing, from the monsters. Oh, and it's really handy having that light mage there, because he also helps me kill the mobs. Not by much, but, you know, it's okay, I guess. And I can heal him to get more experience. Come back here, don't run away, I'm not attacking you. No, alright, no, I'm not telling you to go away. Okay, you have my back. And yeah, that's, I think, about it for all of them, all of the changes so far. I hope that hasn't been longer than 10 minutes. So yeah, what I was thinking of doing this episode, I bet it doesn't work, I just have to fly up, was a bit of Witchery, get myself an owl familiar, really get the Witchery out of the way. But to do that, I need to bump up the altar power to 8,000. I think to get the to get a familiar, it takes the most amount of power, so I need to go get more plant stuff, plant it around. And yeah, I'll just be right back with more plant stuff, and then we can get started. Okay, here we go, 8,000 power. To do that, basically, I absolutely spammed every single plant I could think of, including leaves, sugarcane, some wood, cacti. I even planted some wheat, things like that. I might clean this up. I don't really need 8,000 after this, so. And then I just came up here, took one of these guys, the circle talisman, where I already had a small ritual and a medium ritual. I right-clicked it on the ground, and boom, it was just thrown in there. Now, this is a multi-step process, but first I need a here you go, 8,000. I have all that, which is good. I'm going to need let's see, there you go, that's what I want to make. So attuned stone, glowstone dust, redstone, wood ash, quicklime. So, oh, and talking about that, I know I could make a rite of necromancy. What? How can I? I forgot how to pronounce necromancy for a second. And I know there's armor I can make, but the only thing that I'm really going to be interested in after this for Witchery is maybe the rite of prior incarnation. If I die and I need to get my stuff back. And that's only 7 by 7, and I can just use an attuned stone for that, so that's not really that difficult to recreate. So I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of other things from Witchery. I know I could make like brews and stuff, and I might do that, but this might be the last thing I will be doing from Witchery. Not sure, but I think so, because you guys seem to be more interested in me playing around with rotary craft, so you know, there you go, that's charged. Now, like I said, this is a multi-step process. There's a couple of things I need to do before finally getting the owl. Okay, I have to find it first. Transposition, charging, no, before, binding, there you go. I need to get myself an owl, obviously. I could also do it with a cat or a toad, but I want to get an owl. To make an owl, yeah, you have to make an owl, not bake an owl, make an owl. You need to transmute a wolf into an owl. Now, before transmuting a wolf into an owl, you need to transmute some bats into something else, and something else into something else. And it's a multi-step process, and it's quite complicated. But what I need for that is a chest. Okay. And the recipes from down here don't really activate when I click them because I was using oak before or something. And these guys are very single-minded, so if it's not oak, it won't really come up. Now, what I need to do in this, if I remember a recipe correctly, is to first make myself some critter snares. Now, critter snares is what you use to get... Ooh! Mana creeper. Now, I could drain the mana out of the mana creeper, but that won't kill it. So what I'll do is I will set it on fire. Or maybe I should summon my own mana creeper. Go, mana creeper. Okay, that hurt me as well. That was not intended. Okay, that died. Oh yeah, the fire spell has both, it does both fire damage and it burns the mob as well. So that's good. What, is it night or something? Let's see, what I was going to do. Do I have water? No. Just get some water. Avoid the skeleton. Run away from the skeleton. I don't really want to fight anything right now. I just want to get this out of the way because I'm really excited for the new Thaumcraft stuff. Okay, so that's that. Now I need to put down the chest over the water, and on these 4 blocks here, these open blocks, I need the... No, not flowers. There you go, the long grass, I think it's called. And then all I need to do is take my branch of transmutation, which I don't have. Come on. I know I seem like I'm in a hurry, but I really am as well. I don't want this episode to be too long, and I really want to go ahead with the Thaumcraft stuff, but this is kind of interesting as well. Let's see, what I need for that is the transmutation twig, which I have here somewhere. Sorry, the mutation sprig twig. It's super handy for getting clay and stuff, but now that I can see underwater, breathe underwater, it's not really that useful anymore. I can still turn grass, sorry, not grass, I can still turn dirt into mycelium, so that's good. Then I right click on the chest and I get the graspers. Now the graspers have one really interesting ability. If I right click on them with an item, they can hold on to the item, as you see there. If I right click again, it'll take the... I can take the item back. Now what I need to do is... Okay, now the next step is to get me some critter snares and use the critter snares to catch some bats. Okay, let me do that. I've just showed you guys how the process goes, how to use the twig. I didn't break the twig, did I? No, the sprig, and I'll be right back after catching some bats. Okay, so I have the setup here to get the... There you go. All I needed to do was trap a zombie on some spider webs. And thankfully I have the pick with the silk touch. So I managed to do that over still water. And now I have myself some critter snares. I might go inside and sleep, because I don't want to die. Oh god. Okay, yeah, I might go inside and sleep. Now all I need to do is get some bats stuck inside of those critter snares, and I can turn all of the bats into owls. And yeah, I think I'll be finished with the episode right after that. But that won't be easy, because I know bats are going to be difficult to find. So I'll see you guys in a second when I've caught some bats. Okay, now I have everything set up. Now the theory behind... Whoops, I did not try to heal them, but... okay, heal the guys if you need to be. Apparently the theory behind how the transmutation to owl works is you combine the wolf with the bat to create an owl. Now, I like having some of these wolves around because, you know, in case I ever need some dog of tongue, and things like that. So I'm not going to use one of these guys, but I'm going to breed them. So the way to breed them is to hit both of them with Charm, which is a spell. Charm is super handy because you can use it to breed animals like I just showed, and you don't have to wait for them to do it naturally. And that's that. Okay, now that I have 2 wolves, I can finally sacrifice one of them. And the one I'm going to sacrifice is going to be the one without the collar. Come on, sheep, get up the way. Go on, there you go. I'll keep the baby wolf, will grow up into be a proper wolf, and then I'll have 2 wolves again, so it's fine. I had a wolf, I had a wolf aside to sacrifice, but then it followed me up there and accidentally got sacrificed. Whoa, did that wolf get out? Okay, the baby wolf. Okay, you just head there and in there. Okay, and you sit down. Okay, let me sit down. Down. Down, boy. Go on. Okay, that won't work. Wolfie, come back, Wolfie. Sit. 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 There you go. Good boy. Okay, here we go. So, what I need are 4 of these graspers. And the 4 graspers, 3 of them need to have the Mutandis Extremis, 1 of them need to have an attuned charge attuned stone. I have some critter snares here with some bats, and a cobweb over still water with a wolf in it. So all I need to do is whack, I think it's the cobweb, with the, where is it? The mutating sprig, and they should turn into owls. Owlets, actually. And then I can just tame them with the raw beef. So here I go. Oh, and the reason I have it enclosed is because owls can fly away, so the wiki suggested you do it in an enclosed space. So, boom. Wow, that's a lot of owls. Okay, time to tame them all. Are you tamed? How do I know when they're tamed? I'm just right-clicking on all of them. Are you tamed, my little owlets? I think you're tamed. Are you tamed? Okay. Oh, wait, let me turn on the particle effects. I'm assuming the... Okay, maybe that'll help. Okay. Okay, and okay. You, come back here. The reason I had the particle effects off were they don't really hinder the frame rate, but because I have all these buffs here and I see these the blue particle effects around me from the buffs at all times, and that's super annoying, so I just turned it off. Okay, are you my owl? I'm gonna keep this little house here. It's gonna be my owl house. Okay, now what I need to do is get one of these owls, and I can use it to... I think I might be breeding them accidentally. I think that's where the little owlets are coming from, the baby owls. Does that mean they're all tamed? Probably. Okay, so what I need to do is get one of these owls, like so. Just get a golden lasso, like that. So now I just go up there, draw a circle, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have everything. Because I accidentally made 2 of these double, I think they are called ritual circles. The white one are called ritual chalk, so I'm pretty sure this is a ritual circle. And this is a 7x7 and an 11x11 ritual circle, and I had that saved inside one of these guys. But I already had one of those guys before, so I'm just gonna delete the 1, 2, 3, the 7x7 one, because I need just a 11x11. Now, usually if I did it by hand, it would take me a couple of seconds to erase the chalk, but if I use an enchanted broom, it's a one hit. Just the 11 and 11 is what I need. Blah blah, come on, get it all out. There you go. And next what I need is Whiff of Magic, Order of Purity, Tear of Goddess, Demonic Blood, Diamond. Okay, they're coming back to me. Tear of Goddess, Order of Purity, Whiff of Magic. I threw all that down. Whiff of Magic, Diamond, Demonic Blood, Order of Purity, Tear of Goddess. And I need to use the Owl. Now what this process is supposed to do is it's supposed to call forth a demon from the underworld and bind it to my owl. So it's no longer going to be just an owl, it's going to be my familiar, a witch's familiar. And the thing is, my life is tied to it, so if it dies, I die. And if I die, it dies. So it's pretty, you know, it's pretty hardcore. Here we go. Sacrifice my items and the owl. There you go. And now it's my familiar. And its name is Hadwig. Hello, Hadwig. Okay, my game froze. Okay, and I'm back. Okay, game a bit laggier. I sent a crash report to the author of Witchery. No, okay, wait. No, the game crashed again. Okay, there seems to be a problem with the owl familiar. Okay, so what I know not to do now is right-click on Hadwig. But I have Hadwig now, and well, until the bug is fixed, until the server tick thingy is fixed, I guess I won't be using Hadwig in battle. Hadwig is supposed to be super strong. It's supposed to have 50 health and like 5 armor. It's not just a normal mob. It's a super special, awesome mob. So, you know. And cookies to whoever gets that reference. Okay, throw that. And right click on that. And boom. And that's that. Okay, so that's the last of Circle Magic. I think I'm gonna end the episode here. Next episode, definitely doing some Thumbcraft. But yeah, that's it for this episode. If you like the video, whoa, trees everywhere. Please leave a like or subscribe for more Minecraft videos. Thanks for watching, guys.